Eastlake at Mount Si. Mount Si homecoming.
Are we live right now?
We are live.
All right,
Here we
there.
go. As always, there's always some new software update, hardware update. We've got both tonight. Mount Si kids taking the field.
Mount
Hanchka
Si
here, Matty B.
Hey,
How
buddy.
we doing, Matt?
We're doing great. Wow, this is a live stadium right now. Mount Si is in a complete, what do they call it, a pink out?
Looks like it's a pink out. Everybody's wearing pink.
Hopefully everyone can hear us right now. We're in these, we got these fancy new wireless mics.
Very fancy. It's always good to hear the feedback. We've got for those of you who have our phone numbers, text us, tell us how we sound.
Davo says it sounds good, just
All right.
turned on.
Excellent.
We're doing,
okay, we're going to move up to the front of the booth.
we're going to go outside. I think it's going to be really loud out there.
It's going to be loud out there.
I think
Let's
we
see
can
how
do
it
it.
works.
I think we
Let's
can
see
do
how it
it.
works.
All right, you guys tell us if it's too loud. But we're going to go out front and we're going to be part of the crowd. Maybe this might give us a little opportunity to interview some people too.
Just be sure, don't block it out.
Should we sit? Should we go there? We're close. Initial zoom out was glitchy, Dave says.
All right, looks like we are
I think this is the Mount Si Choir that is singing.
national anthem. We should be quiet. Yeah, well, I kept standing in front of the camera, or I was standing in front of them, and it just didn't seem like it was working. So we're back inside the booth, trying to find a good place to view the game.
Those Mount Si fans are pretty loud and pretty excited right now.
Indeed. And so Eastlake kicking off from the 40
It's like
into
Eastlake's in
Mount
the
Si.
white.
And they don't get far. Stop at 21.
Looks like that was
It is starting to glitch.
number 26, Taylor Jonas. Yeah, Mount Si Wildcat number 26 received it. Looks like everybody's got some pink socks or shoes on there for.
Lots of pink tonight.
I'm guessing that's for the month of October. All right, who's our number 29 has carried it. Initially taken out by Miles Johnson and Colby Johnson. No relation. So let's see, number 29 that's Will Gregory looks like they're running back.
Jet side is not set. It looked like it's motion against Mount Si. We'll see what the call is. And it is indeed.
Yeah, and it looks like Will Gregory was not happy with that. He gave up a big WTH. What the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck, guys?
What the heck? We are getting some reports that we could not hear the choir during the national anthem. The choir was not mic'd up. We were a good 150 feet away, so that's why you couldn't hear them. But Eastlake on the visitor side was going nuts over there and singing over the top of the choir, so you probably heard more of them than you did of Mount Si. Snap off to their running back. That's number 29 again. That's Grayson Spear. Up the right side. It got to about the 20, maybe the 19 for a loss. 3rd and 13.
So who do we got out there on our front line? We got Beardall and
up on the line, we've got on the left side, we've got Miles Johnson. On the right side, we've got number 5? Looks like Landon Renfro. Is he back in? Oh.
Another false start or
someone's wearing number 5, which is Landon Renfro's number. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, it is not Landon.
That is not Landon Renfro. He's getting credit for this game, though.
Well, he's gonna. It's a 57. Excuse me. The jersey was torn up to the side. That's Jack Devine on the right side. We also have in there Dom Miller. Of course, as always, Jack Beardall. And number 4, Jacob Aarons, right up in the front.
J.J. Maxwell is in the, looks like the...
Riley Hill is at linebacker position, right next to Dom Miller.
Oh.
And in the back,
Dominic Miller grabbed him. Big sack.
Mount Si finds themselves back on the 12. So if we're talking over each other, one of the things we can't do, Matt and I actually can't hear each other through our headsets like we did last week. And so we're going to have to get used to this somehow.
Luckily, Chris, you talk very nice and pronunciated and loud, so I can hear you just well through my other ear.
I'm also shouting in your right ear.
That works out too.
Punt from the end zone.
The 28.
Bounces about the 46.
That was Keller Heil.
Rolls to the 32. So it looked like 18 was in the area. Nolan booted. Was it 18 or was it 16? Was it Chase Dannemiller?
Just tapped it down
I think
there.
it was Dannemiller right there. We're also inside a booth with a light and windows, which makes it really hard to see because right now I'm staring at a reflection of Matt.
This is pretty much varsity broadcasting right now, too.
Not quite as easy to see as it is
rain or sheet or hail.
Other places.
All right, so Eastlake's going to take over right now. Ryder is in the backfield along with Colby and Miles. Lots of noise here today. Boy, these Wildcats are feisty right now. Let's see what they do.
Snap to Barry Smith. Handoff.
Oh,
Bryson Hodges.
Bryson Hodges immediately taken down by Grayson Spear. I think that must be one of their dual force or dual side guys. He really got, we thought we were pulling a fast one on, but I think they caught us on that. Must have been grabbing or traveling Bryson the entire way.
Barry Smith pass out to Haraldson. Crosses the 35, gets maybe to the 37.
That's going to be third down. It's going to be about 5 yards to go. And here's where the crowd's starting to get loud. This is, and as well they should. All right, the stands are a-shaking here.
3rd and 4 for Eastlake. Quick handoff to Miles Johnson, gets the first, plus
Gets
4,
over.
5, 8. I'm going to say plus 8.
Looks like he was tackled by number 3, Max Salas Maldonado, a sophomore. I think that's Maldonado's
And there's
14th
a
tackle of the
flag.
year.
Flag on the play. Are they going to accept it, or are they going to take the first? So they're calling it 5 yards. Didn't see the call. Again, it's really hard to see the field from where we are. We're knocked
Looks like
back 5.
looks like they pushed it.
Third
They
and
took
9.
the penalty, and they're it's about 3rd and 9 right now. So that pushes Ryder back. He's from the shotgun. Fakes to Hodges.
Barry
Big
Smith
catch.
gets the pass out.
Oh, intercepted.
Aiming for Haraldson.
Taylor Johnson, the 11th grader, the wide receiver and defensive back, got right in the middle of Cade and intercepted that from Ryder. Well, you know what that's about. That was about as, I think, about as long as our punter could punt that. So I don't feel too bad about that one.
You know, it puts them back. They're on the 23 and a half.
Yep.
So Mount Si will start over with the ball.
Disappointing, but a good.
First down.
Not the
had
worst
the
outcome.
pass been slightly left instead of slightly right, Haraldson would have grabbed it, and that is the way the cookie crumbles. First and 10.
That's what David,
Mount Si.
I think David Oliphant just agrees with me. Just catch the punt.
Passes out. And Dana Miller was there.
That was number 9, Scotty Corder, the 11th grader. Is that good for move the sticks?
Big pass. Crosses the 45.
All right.
And off to the running back right up the middle. Beardall was first. Picks up about 3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah, that's again number 29, Grayson Spear.
And that's going to put second down right on the 50.
They gave, looks like the announcer gave Riley that sack. That's good.
Indeed. Riley Hill was
Riley Rue.
credited as the first tackler there, along with Beardall.
29
running
again
back.
takes it.
And
29
drags.
looks like he was dragging number 57, Jack Devine, along with him, but Jack grabbed him by the jersey and took him down eventually. That'll move the sticks, though, again.
First and 10. Eastlake 42. Mount Si has the ball. Handoff.
Number 29 again.
Gets to
Like
the
that was-
35.
That was Oliver Hamilton that took him down. Is that a gain of about, was that 8? Looks like Mount Si is averaging about 6.25 yards per carry at this point.
The way
According to
that
the
you're
statistician.
the way that you can figure that out off the top of your head, man, is extremely impressive.
Oh, it's powered by Amazon.
The snap running back again. Miles Johnson's there, and Dana Miller as well. Gets to about the 33.
That was Wesley Adams of Mount Si.
3rd and 1. Mount Si. Running back again, crosses the 30. Final tackle by Dom Miller.
Official
But that's
is
going to
basically
move him for a first.
telling him to move the chains. I've got to say, Mount Si Wildcats, what is that, a timeout Eastlake? Mount Si Wildcats have come with 102 people on their roster. They've got multiple 3s, multiple 4s, multiple 5s, multiple 8s. They had to use some small font on this roster sheet.
Yeah,
'cause
as
there were so
compared
many
to
of them.
roughly half that for
Yeah.
Eastlake. So we are in a timeout again. Really hard to see from our position. I did not see which side called the timeout.
I have some extra.
But according to the
binoculars if you-
scoreboard, which I also can't read, it looks like it was Eastlake because it's 3-2. First down, Mount Si. I want to say it's a 28-yard line.
All right, number 25 in the backfield.
And they're trying to get us to jump.
Yeah.
So 25 could be either Adams or Harris, depending on how you want to look at it. And he picks
like-
up a couple.
Looks like he was met there by Riley Hill. Not enough for the first down. Oh, wait. Second and 9. Second and 8.
Second about 8. Handoff to 25, tackled from behind. Colby Johnson got him first. And Riley Hill finished him. Again, based on how you read this roster, it's either Wesley Adams or Dylan Harris. Both are number 25. Third and let's call it 8.
I love it. Number 7, the quarterback in the shotgun position.
29.
Colby.
Picked up again by Riley is involved, and there was an Eastlake player, number 2.
Looks like Dominic Miller and Riley Rue were there.
Dom Miller
Should grab
grabbed
him.
his arm, spun him around first.
Now, I've been told that this is Mount Si's second or third string quarterback
Because of injuries.
because of injuries. Yep.
Because we've had some injuries. So I would expect to not see the ball in the air a lot. And it looks like they're setting up to kick. 28 is their kicker. Keller Hill, Hyll, left-footed. Doesn't look good. No, it's
good.
not.
The Mount Si crowd thought that was good, but the Zebras said no deal.
Well, to be fair, they're high school students, so they don't really understand the game.
Well, yeah, I'm
So
just
they're
glad
like-
that they're paying attention.
If you miss the big H, you get points.
I think they saw the ball going up in the air really high, and that was exciting too.
So the result of that, a missed field goal, a missed field goal is a turnover on downs.
This is a extremely fast game we're playing right now.
So Eastlake, we got about 3 minutes to go in the quarter, takes the ball over.
It's like Miller and Johnson in the backfield with Ryder.
Handoff, Miles Johnson crosses the 20, picks up 2.
Looks like that was Max Maldonado that took him down from the Mount Si side.
Barry Smith and Johnson in the back. We've got twins right. Pitch to Miles. Picks up another yard or 2.
Looks like that was Durendon Navelsrud, the 6'3" 10th grader who took him out. Didn't get quite out of bounds there though.
3rd and 6. Miles again in the back by Barry Smith. We've got twins left, receiver right,
Miles has it.
and it looks like Johnson got across the 30, which would be farther than the line to gain.
They're waving it through.
First down.
Yep.
Sticks move.
Looks like that's either Wilson or Mishra from Mount Si on the tackle or initial. But
1st and 10, Eastlake.
good job to Miles to getting through and getting the first.
Again, Barry Smith hands it off to Miles. He gets to about the, I want to say the 34 before getting knocked back, so he'll pick up 3,
Yep.
maybe 4. So Miles is going to be tired if they keep doing this.
Oh,
He's going to be worn out. And Miles actually heads off. Looks like he heads to the sideline.
now again. Oh, hand off to Colby.
And big Colby Johnson picks up another 4-5.
It's kind of fun that that line judge looked like he was doing a little diagonal roll. Gave us another couple yards on the spot, I think. That felt good.
3rd and 3.
All right, looks like Hare is given the instructions to Ryder.
Colby heads off. Miles Johnson
Colby's
comes
taking off.
back. And we've got, looks like Barry Smith is still in the shotgun position with Miles Johnson to his left.
3rd and 2. Pitch
Another
to
pitch.
Miles.
Miles looking to the right
Good
side, looks
blocking.
for a hole, gets it. Crosses well near the 45.
So that looks like
Sorry, Jim, if I'm yelling
Cash
in your ear.
Johannesson that got Miles initially. I'm thinking that's Cash. He's a 12th grader. He's 5'11". Yep, that's Cash. Confirmed by the announcer. I think I was-
So that's quarter. First quarter,
That
and
was already it.
we're scoreless. We're basically, the entire game has been between the 20s. Not a lot is happening inside the
pretty
red zone.
fast. game has been action-packed. We have not had a lot of time to talk about hot dogs or condominiums at all this entire game. But I'm sure it's all action-packed down there. Everyone came to play.
Yeah, we need, so this is something Matt and I do. We always test out the hot dogs. Someone brings them up, we give our honest opinion
Yes.
of the best hot dogs at each high school. Now, what I like so far, Mount Tahoma, taste-wise,
Mount Tahoma
flavor-wise.
taste-wise, I believe that was probably one of the best hot dogs.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Then we're up at Woodinville at Popkini. Decent hot dog, not
bad.
great,
Yeah,
not horrible.
but good buns.
But Eastlake hot dogs,
Oh,
the meat to bun ratio,
gigantic
huge.
hot dogs and a
Hot
small
dog.
bun. My
Right.
favorite combo.
So we're looking to see what Mount Si has to offer. 1st and 10, start of the second quarter.
We're going to get done with this game in an hour and 10 minutes.
Eastlake
This
heading
is a
south.
fast game. Handoff
Fake
to
the
Colby.
handoff to Miles, pitched it to Colby. He got driven back.
Colby was immediately met by big number 8. That's going to be, I'm guessing, Logan Navelands-Rude. 226, 12th grader.
That's a big boy.
He had Colby's number on that one, but Colby did not give it up.
2nd and about 11.
Barry Smith
Barry
looking to
Smith
pass.
drops back, gets the block. Dana Miller catches it over the 50 and goes out of bounds.
Was that a gain of about 5?
I'm just watching.
That brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Big rumble here in the stadiums. A lot of feet pounding. Good block.
Ryder pushes out.
Catch. Hodges picks it up and gets a good +9, maybe 10.
Taken out by the Mount Si Wildcats Taylor Johnson, an 11th grader.
So I see no flags. Sticks should move. That's a square 10 of a
That was
pickup.
That's a pretty textbook move. We should do that one again. I like that one.
It's an interesting strategy, Matt.
They would never expect it.
We're already getting complaints from the peanut gallery, so we're not allowed to say 9, 10, 11, and 12. We have to say freshman, sophomore,
Freshman, sophomore,
junior,
junior,
and
senior.
senior.
He's a
We will.
9-year-old.
We'll do our best. Pick up on the run, 1st down, picks up about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
That'll put us at 2nd and 8.
Some of these fans are so picky.
You know, what I've noticed is that you cannot listen to the critics because there's always going to be haters out there.
Always a hater.
But
I don't want to call this hater out, but his last name,
mine's with Schmersh.
it rhymes with Hirsch.
All right, Miles takes it another big pile.
Pushes. Nice push. That's going to bring you in to maybe 2-3 yards out of the line of game.
And this will be Eastlake's 7th 3rd down of the game. We've got a conversion ratio of 84%. I'm
Brought to you
thinking-
by Amazon.
Yep.
Awesome.
Stands
3rd and 2.
They bring in Colby.
Colby crosses the line, gets to about the 25. Good enough for 1st down.
This is going to depend on the spot, I think. Did they? They give it to us. Good job, Mr. Colby Johnson. Bring in the meat.
9:45 in the second quarter. A lot of time left to go. We can just hold on to the ball. Eastlake is just sticking to the ground game at this point.
And I'll tell you, when these Wildcats, they get pretty excited about these third downs, and it gets really loud in here.
There's a snap. Barry Smith drops back. He's looking to pass. Dana Miller in and out of the fingertips.
So close.
He was right around the 20-yard line near the sideline. Not really butterfingers, just a slightly high pass. Although the crowd, they're children.
Oh,
what do they know?
Kids can be so cruel.
They can be so mean. I gotta tell you. Here we go. Oh, a fake handoff to Miles. It's caught. Jacob Ahrens, right in the gullet, brings it down inside the 15. No, it was intercepted?
It was tipped up and intercepted.
Actually, Chris, that was an interception.
How did I not see that?
Well, it was intended for Ahrens, but I think the other team got it, unfortunately. I know it didn't. I know that's not what we want to see happen, but
These darn windows and this glare.
It's okay. Like you said, this game is played between the 20s, and we're keeping that going.
All right, so they're on the 19. Somehow I didn't see the pick.
So Cruz,
First and 10.
Cruz Lane Garrica in the background.
And nowhere.
Maybe got a yard. Second down.
Passing game, not really doing it for us tonight.
Well,
with
you know,
two interceptions.
That's only
already.
Ryder's fourth interception of the year. It's not too bad. His passing completions are pretty good.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Amazon statistics, right? Second and 8, Mount Si gonna run it. They get open. Dana Miller brings the tackle.
That was number 24, Joseph Galvin, the 11th grader. We're gonna need that cheat sheet again. All right.
Snapped off the first, picks up about 4.
Yeah, that was number 24 again, Joseph Galvin. He is right now the leading rusher for the Wildcats.
So this aluminum roof, right? This tin roof we got going on here. This roof is like the tin hat on top of Space Lasers. I gotta tell you, it is just reverberating and echoing everything that we hear from this crowd.
Luckily, our gear is made to take that. Thank you, Jim Thatcher, for taking all that into account so that the crowd can hear us.
Second 6 timeouts called.
Looks like an Eastlake timeout.
No, Mount Si.
That was Mount Si.
This time it's Mount Si, so it will be 2 and
Oh,
2.
take
Remaining 7:31 left to go in the half. Big ground game.
Let's take time to thank our sponsors.
All right, Kinson and Kinson Homes, thank you as a sponsor of Eastlake football. Thank you for helping us out, making sure this broadcast happens. Pine Lake Ale House, a big thank you to Pine Lake Ale House as well. Make sure you go by, stop in there for some nachos. Eastlake Youth Football as a sponsor. to make sure this broadcast happens. And lastly, Infinity of Bellevue also helps to make sure that this broadcast continues to go out every single weekend. Perfect Press, as always, they've been with us for a long time. Perfect Press Printing, another sponsor that Eastlake football enjoys, and it makes sure this YouTube broadcast goes out so you can hear me and Big Matty B and our annoying voices and our silliness being ridiculous every weekend. So thank you to those people. Snap off to number 6. And Bryson Hodges brings him down near the sideline. And now they're going to split the sticks with a 4th down and 5. Or is it a 3rd? Where are we here in the count? Looks like we are a 3rd and 5. Pass is intercepted. J.J. Maxwell's going to get there, maybe. No, they're calling J.J. down on the 2 after the pick.
Joseph Galvin saved the potential touchdown there.
He is. So we've finally broken that 20-yard seal. Eastlake inside the red zone, knocking on the door. 6.5 minutes to go here in the half. Lots of time and not a long way to go to scratch 6. Barry Smith deep under center. Hand out to Miles Johnson, looking for a hole, gets it. I'm going to call that touchdown. I don't see a flag. It looks good. Hands up. Eastlake puts on 6.
Andrew Valpone, they took back there to kind of lead the way and gave Miles a nice big hole. Henry gave Miles the traditional big lift Miles up and give a touchdown dance.
I like to call that the ice skater hold.
Yes, right.
Yes.
That was the Nancy Kerrigan.
There it is. Scratch 7. So, touchdown, Miles, kick in, Fiera. And what do we got? A little over 6 to go in the half. Not a lot going on in the air.
Yes, it is definitely a running game.
And every time something goes to the air, someone's reaching up and grabbing the ball that's not supposed to do it. So a big ground game. And there is a flag. I don't know if you see that. There's a flag on the play. Not sure why. We've got 7.
Excessive celebrating.
Could have been. I will say, as great as we're doing this year, I really do miss seeing Landon Renfro out here. Great quarterback, had a lot to offer this team, and it's going to be great to see him when he gets back out here on the field. We really need that kid. He's a strong quarterback, strong player, and I know everybody on the Eastlake community has been missing him. Barry Smith doing everything he can, of course, to fill those big shoes. But hopefully Landon will be healthy and back out here very soon. It does seem that way. They do have a lot of kids who come out for these games. It's really great to see that the high school program out here at Mount Si is so fulfilled Kickoff bounces off the 40. Out of bounds near the what, Matt? 30-yard line?
I think I started that on the 35. Or 40. When I first came in here, I thought this was a college campus. The size of these buildings.
Yeah, it is an amazing campus for a high school. 6:35, Mount Si, 1st and 10. Looking to answer the 7 that Eastlake just put on the board, picks up a quick run. And Riley is not going to let him get over the 50. Someone needs to tell Riley about forward progress. You don't need to body slam him, you just need to stop him. Not that there's anything wrong with it. 2nd and 7. Oh, almost bobbled. And I'm gonna call that the alien face hugger tackle, because Colby grabbed him and he was going nowhere. It was a game over, kid. You just need to give up now. Oh, we have fun up here. We have fun. All right. 3rd, call it 6, Mount Si. Seven keeps. And it looks like Colby was there to finish. And that is 4th and 4. So it looks like either Mount Si is going to go for it or Eastlake's going to get the ball back with 4 minutes to go in the half. And at this point, it looks like Mount Si is going, they're showing a punt. And we do not have anyone in the back to receive. Bad punt. Miles is there. Little flub kick over the 40, gets to about the 40, maybe 36. I think he was surprised that he was even, he's like, you have the ball, what are you doing? Are you a kicker? Can I tackle you? Can I eat your face? I don't know what to do. I think he might have been confused. He didn't expect it to happen. All right, so what's happening here? We got Eastlake, take the ball back. Where are they? 36-yard line, Matt? What do you see up there? You're muted. Your button got pressed. Press that button. That one right there. There you go. Have you guys been hearing Matt?
Well, no one's listening anyways.
No one's listening anyways.
Jim, how many people we have viewing tonight? Looks like 119. Nice. Well, and I think I know about 17 of them at home.
I'm just looking at the comments here.
The comments on the thing, get these guys off the air. What are they doing?
Oh my gosh. Matty B is in jail.
They don't even know what football is. Interesting.
Clearly you are not a golfer.
Yeah.
I don't understand that one. All right.
All right, so this is what, 1st and 10 at the 46. Ryder
Eastlake
up to
gets
pass.
an aim for Haroldson. It was behind him.
It's a little
Just
short.
not a great passing game tonight. Nothing has really been working for us.
I wonder if it's the altitude.
We are a lot higher. Mount Si is at almost 4,000 feet
Yeah, that's
if
true.
you consider the top of Snoqualmie
Top.
Pass, which we're closer to than down below.
They do get a lot more snow around here. It's,
2nd and 10.
whoop, big
High
snap.
Barry Smith recovers, and Aarons this time pulls it in.
That's going to be good.
Looks
for
like it gets
about-
across the 25. Places it on the 24. So as I
Goodness.
was just saying, passing game not working. I should shut up
I
because
think-
clearly the passing game
I
just
think
worked.
we were due. I think we were due.
Boom. Love it. At this
Statistics
point.
be gone.
So 24-yard line, a little bit more than a half minutes to go in this half. Plenty of time to score.
Handoff to Miles. Gains about 4 yards.
And he gets just across the 8-meter arc.
Looks like he was tackled by number 57, Oliver Behrman, who gets up a little bit shaky. Looks like he was kind of shaking off a leg there. Gets right into it.
Notice how I called the 8-meter arc? Nobody gets me. Nobody gets me.
That must be a lacrosse thing.
It's a lacrosse thing.
Well, you know, we're not here. This is America. It's not Europe.
I'm sorry. I'm not measuring this in freedom units. High snap to Barry Smith. Handoff to Colby Johnson. Looks like it gets close to the 10. Could have been enough for a first. It is. Sticks move. Eastlake in scoring position again. Just under 3 minutes to go in the half.
Well, I got to tell you, that one caught me by surprise. I thought that was going to, I thought Miles had it the whole time. I was watching him. I think the other team did as well.
First and 10, 12 to goal.
All right,
Miles
there he goes,
Johnson
Miles.
up the middle, crosses the 5, pushes.
Oh. Miles had about 3 Wildcats on him. Still gained about 4 yards, even with those on him. Looks like he got down to the, what is that, the number? That's the 1 yard line. And that is going to be a first and goal.
First and goal on the 2. I'm out here in the crowd. Miles Johnson covers it. End zone. Scratch 6. Eastlake.
All the high fives were given around there.
With 2:09 to go in the half. Eastlake for the extra point. Ferreira sets up. Seacrest holding. Up, looks good. It is good. 14-0.
14 to nothing. Well,
Mr. Matt.
took us a little time to get on the board, but this is, I think this is pretty much the way that the game was supposed to go, right?
I would think Mount Si would disagree. This is their homecoming night, and nobody wants to lose on homecoming.
Well, you know,
But Eastlake doesn't want to lose either, so
that's correct.
that's just the way it goes. Eastlake kicking off, 2:09 left to go in the half. Eastlake at Mount Si scores 14. Eastlake on top.
Yeah, I was
0.
looking at the Max Preps Sports. I don't know if that's legit or not, but it looked like Eastlake is ranked number 24th in the state right now.
I think that we're actually ranked first.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's on the Chris Hanschka scale.
That is, well,
That's
I have
good.
a different scale.
Yep.
Ferreira to kick off the left side hash in the 40. Lands the 28.
Number 9, Scotty Corder.
And number 13, the kicker, Ferreira, kicks it out.
Gosh, isn't that always the case?
It always
Why
is.
is it always the kicker
I don't
that
know.
is that actually does his own defense?
2:01 in the half. Mountside coming out to respond. Obviously, they want to put points on the board. They've got 2 minutes to do so before they're going to take their break. And then it's hot dog time.
Hot dog seems.
I have never been so excited.
Well, I think we can finally get through the crowd now that all the fans have kind of sat down a little bit and took their seats, and maybe just taken their fate, and understood themselves.
They just realized there's nothing they can do.
There's
at
nothing
this
they can
point.
do.
It's a slow death.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
It's nice. Eastlake brought its own banners over here on the sideline. We kind of travel pretty big ourselves. We got what looks like about 60 guys over there on the side. Okay.
Quick snap. Picked up
All right.
maybe
looks like
2.
That was Josen Galvin, the junior running back. Number 9 in motion.
Second
Galvin on the
from
Looks like-
behind.
track down by Riley.
Riley Rue.
Riley had to tackle them from behind there. That's some good blocking.
First down, 1:21 to go in the half. Clock is still ticking. And Mount Si has timeouts. They've got 2.
Oh, number 7 keeps it. Under pressure.
Pushed out of bounds. Jacob Aarons shoves him out of bounds near the 42-ish.
Looks like he was about to cock back and throw that, but then decided at the last second to try and run it himself.
He didn't have anybody open in the backfield, downfield, so I don't know what he would have done.
Well, it might have been a desperation attempt.
Yeah.
But
57 seconds to go in this half. Second down and 12. Not looking great. We'll see what Mount Si can do. There's the snap.
here we go. Here's the
Looking to pass. No. Out of bounds. Coverage by Miles Johnson. Incomplete.
Let's see, third down.
And that will bring up third and long.
So the Eastlake fans, we had a little theme too. I think it was a freedom. So I see a little American flags over there. We're on our feet. Number 7 keeps rolls out.
Passes
puts up a
up.
lob.
uncatchable.
Looks like number 15, Finn Stewart, the sophomore, who's labeled as 6'7". That's a big boy. I wonder if he rides horses in the off season.
Probably not a jockey. 47 seconds, 4th down, 12 to go for the first. Mount Si's out of their own 39. No, excuse me, Eastlake's 39.
They're punting.
And they're going to punt it away. Not sure why. It just left of the pylon, goes out of bounds around the 1 yard line. So that's about as good as you can get for a punt.
Wow.
So Eastlake will find themselves in a position where they cannot kneel it without a safety.
Interesting.
So if that was their intent, wow, they've got a good punter.
That was pretty good. Didn't have a lot of.
I did not expect that to happen.
Didn't have a lot of faith in their
No.
in a 60-yard punt or a 60-yard field goal. But
So
with only-
Eastlake
with
is going to
40
be
seconds
looking
left.
to do whatever they can to get out of the end zone.
Do you think they're going to dance around the end zone, or do you think they're going to try
No,
to
I think they're
punch it
going to go
through?
for some passes, but they're going to have to get a completion or the clock's just going to keep stopping on us. And there's 40 seconds to go, which that's a lot of time if you get incomplete passes.
A lot of time.
So Barry Smith is under center. There's the snap. And it was a handoff.
Looks like Miles got out. Looks like he got about 3 yards out of there.
Yeah,
Before he
maybe
got body
3 or
slammed.
4. But that's all they need. 25 seconds, rolling clock. Unless someone calls a timeout, I would assume Eastlake's going to just let this wind out. This is a dangerous spot to be in. Why even play here? You can't do anything with it other than risk the safety. I'd say just waste time, let the clock roll. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Both teams take the
5,
sidelines.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so halftime.
Eastlake 14 at Mount Si's 0. They're going to throw some time here on the clock. Matt and I are going to go find some hot dogs and tell you
Well-
all about how amazing they are.
I've been told that we are not supposed to talk during any band
No, we're
or
not.
any type of halftime activity, even though
So-
I think we had actually good commentary, but we'll let the artists speak for themselves.
I think it's up for the fan to decide.
That's up for the fan to decide.
All right, we're going to go find some dogs. 20 minutes on the clock. Cameras are rolling. We'll see you guys in a few.
And to those of you who are with us tonight, we do appreciate you joining us. And we apologize for the choppy video. We've got extremely limited internet coverage out here at Mount Si, and we're doing our best to bring you the game. And we appreciate you bearing with us. Thank you.
Test. 1, 2. All right. Are we back in action? Sounds like it. Anybody wants to text in, say how the sound is, that would be great. I'm talking and Matt talk. Matt,
Hey,
say
how you
something.
doing?
Tell everybody how awesome they are.
Oh man, I'll tell you that was pretty amazing moving through the sea of Mount Si people. Oh, looks like
All
we're
right.
playing a football game.
Kickoff already happened.
Look at that.
And I'm going to say Eastlake is going to get it. Look at the line judge at the 22. First and 10.
Okay, Ryder is hanging out in the backfield with Miles. Pitch to Tristan Drummond.
He picks up maybe a yard. Didn't look like he got a long way. Or no gain, actually. He got from the 22 to the 22. So that's number 6, Tristan Drummond.
So he ran about 20 or about 10 yards to get no yards.
Second and 10.
All right. Where he's going for it.
Tristan again is gobbled up right away.
Wow. Looks like Logan Nailsrud again, the 6'4" senior. He's labeled at 226. Wow. 226, 6'4". Huh. I would kill to be that weight.
And they must have a Wazoo announcer after Matt makes fun of his belly.
Another first down. All right, Ryder.
High snap. Pass out by Barry Smith out of bounds. I want to say it was intended for Aaron's, who was kind of there, but I think it was a panic pass.
Well, I got to hand it to Ryder. That snap looked like it was almost going to be right in the end zone, but he caught it with one hand.
Yeah, it was high. It wasn't exactly where he wanted it to be. So now we're at 4th and 14. Showing a punt. Punt
Nice.
from Ferreira lands on the 45, bounces out of bounds near the 50.
Looks like Scotty Corder was back to field that, but didn't get a chance to run it back. So I noticed that on that play that it looks like Colby still got a little bit of a cast on.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a full one, but he's covering his wrist. And
So, yeah. I saw you talking to Tammy earlier. Did you get the update on that?
I didn't ask her about that. I usually get the text message. I think he's. I know that there was an MRI.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard if there's going to be surgery needed. I'm sure if anybody was listening and knows the answer, they'll tell us.
Outside
Number
snap.
29, speaking of Colby, grabbed him as looks like he picked up about 2. 2nd and 8.
So, hot dogs. We went down. Woo, first off, the line, if you're a Mount Si, the line to get a hot dog, it's really long.
That was a rush, you know.
It's right out of the gate.
And you never expected at halftime. Why would there be so much demand
Weird.
at halftime?
It was like there was
I
a big pause.
Never even thought about that.
No.
But you know they were pretty good. About Eastlake size and dimensions.
I would say that they were pretty good. Where I ding them is there wasn't the condiment cart.
Nope. You know what?
So-
I saw a guy actually take off with an entire bottle of ketchup and left.
Well, it is Mount Si.
Yeah. Well,
Don't go out in the parking lot.
3rd and 4. So you actually had to do kind of a rushed job at the hot dogs,
Indeed.
just because of the sheer amount of people here at this stadium.
Yeah. We had 20 minutes, and I think I got back up here with 90 seconds
Yeah.
to spare.
My goodness.
So,
Man.
but on the upside, it means there's a lot of people here, and so it's a heavily subscribed sport. Mount Si runs up the right side. Looks like they picked up the first. Tackle finished off by Tristan Drummond.
Yeah, it looked like J.J. Maxwell kind of grabbed him with one hand and slowed him down considerably. Grabbed him by the jersey.
And that's good enough, so they will pick up their first down on the 34. Eastlake still 14, Mount Si 0. And in line, we saw, who do we see when we were standing in line? We saw Luciana Silva. We saw your daughter. I saw Brennan Hirsch. A bunch of Eastlake students out here to support the team.
2 yards, pickup, 2nd down. Yeah, luckily my daughter Avery was in line and was able to pick up our hot dogs. I'm sure, I don't know how many things she bought on my debit card while she was.
It was a large
helping
box
me.
of goods. I noticed she was selling some T-shirts out the back of the van later.
Yeah, you know, Jim got his M&Ms out of the whole thing, so it was good.
It was a snap,
25
fake pass,
carries.
right up the middle. Looks like it might have been another first down. It is. So Mount Si's ground game is really moving the ball.
Looks like Dominic Miller was on the bottom of that pile, and J.J. Maxwell was grabbing the runner. So did everyone enjoy the halftime show? Was it pretty good? I think I saw the choir. Was that an F-15 that flew over, or was that just the roar of the crowd?
I don't know if you can hear us.
I don't think so.
Flag, backfield. Mount Si keeps it on the run. And we'll see what the laundry is for.
Looks like Beardall put up a wall right there.
And by the direction of the hands,
Illegal substitution on the offense.
so that could be for a variety of reasons.
So that pushes him back into the. Is it 5 towards at the spot, or was that 5 at the?
No, it's not a spot foul. It's going to be based off of where they were positioned at the time, where the ball was. So they got knocked back to the 29. So we were at 1st and 15. There's a snap, running, does not get anywhere.
It's like a game of nothing.
Yeah, I want to say looked like 57 was there first. So
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Divine.
I don't know if you. Were you at the? Did you see any of these guys on their homecoming pictures? I saw Cade Harroldson was wearing a complete Batman suit.
I was at
And-
some of the Hoko stuff,
The Hoko, yes.
and I saw Haroldson's
Did I say homecoming?
full-on
I meant Hoko.
Batman. Yes,
Yes.
you're not allowed to say homecoming. That's such a boomer thing to say. Left side,
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
runner up the left side. I want to say that the Harroldson was first. No, who was that? Not one.
No,
That's
that
1-6.
was, Chase Dannemiller.
1-6. Chase Dannemiller.
Yeah, he
Sometimes
came
the
in
jerseys are hard
like
to
a
see.
rocket. Yeah, it was great to see some of these guys all dressed up in suits. They had a lot of flair with that.
And I believe that so Mr. Batman was there with Mr. Carpenter's daughter,
Oh,
Isabella, I believe her name
Isabella,
is. Isabella Carpenter.
another
Pass
senior.
out from outside. It's
7.
deep. It's in the end zone. Knocked down by J.J. Maxwell. Going for it. Turn. No flag.
That was intended for Finn Stewart, who pretty much was a game of flyers up at that point, but he is darn lucky that we didn't intercept that one. I heard an interesting thing that so at Hoko for Mount Si, they're actually going to a dance after the game, and then
Right.
they do all the stuff later.
4th and looks like about 13. Whistles blow. Flag comes out. And that's going to be a delay on Mount Si. They were showing going for it, but I'm guessing they were trying to get Eastlake to jump. I'm not sure why. They had 14 yards to go. It wasn't going to get them the first. It only pushed them back farther. So strategically, not sure what the benefit would have been to us jumping, other than picking up a couple of yards.
They were just testing us.
But you know what? This is why I'm not a golfer. Fourth and a mile. Mount Si goes for it, and they complete it. J.J. Maxwell right there on the tackle.
Completed to number 26. I'm guessing that's Taylor Johnson, the junior. What is that good for? Put him at the it's gonna put him like at the 53, 57.
So after the flag, they're pushed back. "37-yard line, 4th, and they're still going for it. Drop back. Here's a deep pass. And I want to say JJ caught that. And now he shouldn't have. He should have knocked it down. It was a 4th down. They would have had it on the 40.
You know,
No,
they get pretty excited on that one.
You just knock it down.
JJ Maxwell. Well, I gotta say, you know what? My son Barrett did that in the JV game actually last week.
Tito.
Yes, he's very, very excited to get his to get an interception, but actually didn't really help out.
So
a
he's
lot.
padding his stats as long as nobody's watching the game. So Eastlake would have had the ball somewhere near the 37-yard line. Instead, we have it on the
Don't intercept
15.
on 4th down.
But you know what? We got it.
Why
It's
not?
still ours.
Miles takes it out on the outside.
Out of bounds over the 20.
Like that was taken out by number 44, Jason Ambrewster, the 6'3" sophomore. Armbruster.
All right, 1st and 10.
Miles again on
Miles
the
left
outside.
side. Almost to the 30.
Taken down by Durendon Nablesrud again. So I'm gonna keep calling them 11th graders. I don't care. I don't get it.
So the inside joke to our giggling up here. We keep getting texts. You don't call them by the number, you call them by their name. Frosh, juniors, seniors, etc. 9, 10, 11, 12. And we just find it funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay, because we have 7th grade humor. Sevies.
That's because we're
Yeah.
idiots.
Yeah.
No. All right. Timeout Eastlake. 4:15 to go. Here in the third.
Well, it's easy. You know, it's funny because Mount Si has a variety of years on their roster. They've got what looks to be 10 ninth graders. I'll say probably 20 sophomores. and
Yeah.
and then like
It's an extensive roster.
extensive.
But
We
you-
have only juniors and seniors,
Yeah.
with the exception of Jack Devine.
But you'll also notice they've got 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, 2 number 4s, 2 number 5s, 2 number 8s,
Sometimes you just like to see your name in print.
2 number 16s, 2 number 18s. I could go on and on. First down, handoff to Miles, crosses the 35, gets to the 40, brought
Breaks.
down around the 41.
Breaks about 6 tackles. Taken down by number 8, either Crosby Boudreau or Logan Naplesdad. I'm guessing it was the bigger guy, 6'4", 226, a 12th grade senior. You know, I don't think those hot dogs gave me quite the after effect of other hot dogs. So,
It
smells
wasn't
good. It's a pretty small booth.
Yeah. Handoff.
Colby
Colby
keeping
goes
it-
to the right side, gets a big lane open. Looks like he's going to get the first. Does. Adds on
see-
another 5.
So Colby did a little bit of a toe tap there. Kind of skated along the sidelines and probably gained an extra 5 yards on
Yeah,
that.
it's about field IQ. It's about knowledge of the game. How are you going to get out? Just if you can just scooch an extra yard or 2 rather than just shooting out of bounds.
Well, it's also the fact that Tammy and Rob put him in ballet classes when he was about in 4th grade.
Was he wearing a tutu?
I don't think he was wearing a tutu.
Somewhere
but
there's a picture that's going to be texted around.
Again, I have no idea where I'm getting this information. I'm just making it up.
You could be just making it up.
It's called spreading
Barris with
rumors.
shotgun. Miles to his right.
Colby
No,
again.
Colby to his right. Excuse me. 44
Oh, he's
gets a lot of open space. Crosses the 25.
finally taken out by number 9, Scotty Corridor, the 6-foot junior, 11th grader.
And
That
another
was a great
timeout
run
is
by
called.
Colby.
And while we take this time out, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors. We appreciate the support of Kinson and Kinson Homes. Thank you. We also appreciate the support of the Pine Lake Ales House. Thank you for your longtime support of Wolves football. And our appreciation to the Eastlake Youth Football Association. Thank you for sponsoring Eastlake football.
Barry Smith shotgun. Miles Johnson to his left.
Handoff to
Handoff
Miles.
Miles right up the middle. Gets to about the 17.
I'm thinking that that was Jack Hendricks, number 55, that got him in the legs. You see 17 also grabbed him. That was Donovan Long.
Second and about 6, Eastlake. Handoff again, Miles waits for it, finds a nice big opening. And I'm going to say he gets to about the 5 before being brought down.
So that was number 2 who grabbed him, either Ryan Ruffin or Seth Messer. So, Chris, I know it's third quarter now, but I have an extra pair of binoculars if you want one.
No, I've got my readers on.
Oh, good. That's right. Oh, perfect. So Ryder's got Miles.
Miles and Miller. Hand off to
Miller.
Miles, right side. And he crosses the 5, gets to maybe the 4 before being brought down.
Man, he has. He's lucky. Number 38 jetted in there and almost got him. That was Slater Sadrine. Missed him by that much. Miles is quite slippery.
And now we've got Colby to Barry Smith's right. Colby Johnson, hand off to Colby
hands off.
Johnson, and he's
Colby
in.
is in. Touch.
Scratch another 6, Eastlake. And we now sit at 20-0 at the end of the third quarter.
Touchdown. They don't play a lot of music around here for the touchdowns, do they?
It's not very celebratory for
For the other
the
team.
away team
That's
on
right. That's right. It's an away game.
homecoming evening. So far, here we go. Ferreira lines up to kick. Kick is away. It looks good. And it is good. 21-0. Eastlake on top. Mount Side's got to be getting frustrated.
It's going to make it a 3-score ball game. Is that accurate? Yeah, I think so.
They're going to need at least a grand slam to tie this up.
So that's what I heard the guy say on the Sunday night football game the other day. So
And while we finish up this break, we'd like to finish up our sponsors. Thank you to Infinity of Bellevue for your support of Eastlake Wolves football. And also a big thank you to Perfect Press Printing. We appreciate your support.
all right, we got Sawyer Todd here in the booth with us. He just woke up.
Eastlake kickoff off the right hash of the 40. 52 seconds left to go in the third. Eastlake 21, Mount Si.
Daniel Ferreira kicking off. Looks like it's received by.
How about the 14-yard line?
Yep, that was number 2. Again, it's either Seth or Ryan. Did I just hear Wilson Fang coming in? Is that what the announcer said?
Wilson Fang is coming in.
Oh boy. Watch out. Watch out, Mount Si. Wilson Fang was always fun to watch in youth football. Let's see what he does here.
Flag out.
Flag out. Yep. Well.
Wilson Fang in youth football had a move he would call Fang Do.
Fang Do.
I'm not sure what it was, but he was very proud of it, and he'd come running off and say Fang Do, and everybody would shout it at him. I don't know exactly. I think it was just a tackle.
I'm sure that made the coaches proud.
I think he just liked tackling people, which makes him a good football player.
All right, 29 keeps it.
Colby
Runs.
gets some hands. Beardall and Riley Rue all involved.
Yeah, looks like he ran right into the Beardall wall.
Second and 11, quarter ends. Oh, people are throwing stuff. These crazy kids are throwing things in the stands. And we're about to start the fourth quarter. Eastlake 21, Mount Si still 0.
I was trying to see some of the pictures from homecoming and to see if we could call out some of the other seniors that were on the. They're out there dressing with their flair. Right, yeah. Bryson Hodges had a complete Taco Bell suit. Is that something you?
Second and 11. Start of the fourth quarter. Mount Si has the ball. And it looked like he was going to try to do some kind of a fake, but there was no one anywhere near him. For Mr. Cruz Langarica. Fake not successful, doesn't get anywhere, might have lost another yard.
Will Gregory takes it from the Wildcat. Is that a Wildcat doing a Wildcat?
Wildcat to 29. Didn't get past the 35. So it's going to be a fourth down and 10, maybe 9 yards to go. Mount Si's on their own side of the field, so they're going to be punting from the 20.
Their punter number 28 is Kyler Hill.
There's the snap, punts away. It's a
Nice high.
It is a good punt.
And,
Bounces
looks like
past
Dana
Dana
Miller,
Miller,
calls a
and
fair
it's going to be
catch.
fielded by the 5-yard line, maybe the 4. Really great field position for Mount Si. So Eastlake not in a great spot, all the way back by the 4.
So when you call a fair catch and you don't catch it, is there any? Does that mean anything?
If you don't catch it, if you let it go by, as long as no one was within, I believe it's 3 yards,
Of you?
and allow you to catch it, I don't think that.
It's not a boo-boo.
I don't think it's a boo-boo. So Eastlake once again is finding themselves backed into their own end zone. And this time they do not have the benefit of just winding the quarter out. Or actually it was the half last time.
But they do have a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 on the 4.
Yeah, that's an interesting field position in this game. Pitch.
Pass to Miles. Gets a couple.
Looks like he gets to about the 10. Should give him a little bit more breathing room.
That's going to feel better. When you're backed up that close to your end zone, I mean, I imagine the hair on Hare's arms is standing up. Doesn't want to get that safety.
I wonder if that's the first time that's ever been said about Coach Hare. Probably
So
in
now
Washington,
the little breathing room on the 10.
probably in Washington State. Right,
Barry Smith with a deep pass for JJ. Out of his reach. Ball lands on the 45.
That was
Incomplete.
Cade Haroldson.
Was it? Oh, you're right. I get the 1s and the 11s confused.
Well, you know, there's a couple of them on there. If it was first quarter, I'd know what was going on, but it's fourth quarter now.
You are correct. That was 1, Haroldson, not 11, JJ Maxwell. So back on the 10, 3rd and 5. And Eastlake trying to find some room.
It's like Miles and Miller in the back.
Another pass. This one is caught. That looked like it was completed. No, hit the turf. 4th down, back against the 10.
Let's see, what is Coach Hare going to do with this one?
Unfortunately not completed.
It's kind of funny. You should see in here, Chris and I are just running around trying to get good actually, so we can actually see the plays here. All right, we are backed up again. Fiera is right next to the...
There's the punt. Not a great punt. It's going to land on the tin roof.
I think that's actually going to... Oh, it didn't hit the stands. But
It didn't look like it was going to hit the tin roof.
I think that's going to put him at the 30.
Maybe the 30. Not a great punt in terms of distance, but 9:15 left to go in the game. Eastlake's 21, Mount Si 0. There's a long way to go for Mount Si, even with this great field position for them.
I'm pretty sure I just heard the Mount Si band play the Bow Down to Washington chant.
Which is also is the same song as just happenstance has it, as Billie Eilish's song. Oh, here we go.
Catch was converted by number 15, Finn Stewart. Another 6'7", or is that the same 6'7" guy, 6'7" jockey I was talking about earlier? Big boy. So 1st and 10, not quite 1st and goal. Quarterback number 7.
Oh,
Immediately.
Riley Rue looked like he's in there.
Yeah, that number 24, Joseph Galvin. Looks like it took it about. What was that about? They were marking it 2nd and 7.
Yeah, looks like it's 2nd and about 7
I thought he got a little bit longer than that, but
on the 17. Okay,
Goes
so
for
right
about-
now, just so you can get an idea, I'm looking to the left of a tripod, to the right of a steel beam under a window. And tackled from behind, Colby Johnson comes around the backside.
Yep, Colby got Joseph Gowan. Looks like he lost about 2 yards. That'll be third
Third and
down.
7. Yeah, looks like they're keeping him at the 7 yards.
We're keeping at 7. Galvin in the backfield again. Hand off to Galvin.
And Colby grabs him. Nope, gets by.
Gets by him.
I want to say Dana Miller was there, 16.
Yep.
And so even with Mount Si's great field position, they are only able to get about 7 yards before the 4th down.
That's good. What is that? 4th and 2? 4th and 3?
About that.
Guessing if I'm them, I'm going for it on this one.
I mean, what do you have to lose but the football game?
Galvin in the
No
back.
reason to punt. Probably not going to make the kick. Apparently they don't have the foot for it, so they're going for it. Up the middle.
Oh, I think that's going to get him a first down. Let's see, where do they mark that? That's going to be around the
I want to say the 7.
6?
Yeah, 7, maybe the 6. Scoreboard says 6. 1st and 6. So 1st and goal out of Eastlake 6. Mount Si's got it.
I think they're going to go with what's working for them. I'm guessing a handoff to Galvin again. Yep.
Left side.
And
And Dana Miller first. Dana Miller got his thighs.
yeah, that was Jack Devine kind of did a standing tackle and didn't let him through there. That may have saved another yard. Jack Devine, the only active sophomore or 10th grader, as we like to call it.
Little over 5 minutes to go. There's a snap, looking for a pass, and the end zone is caught. Well, Mount Si celebrates finally a touchdown. With 5:32 left to go in the game. They put on 6.
Yep, that was number 8, Logan Nablesrud. For 6, that's it's got to feel good. Get some points on the board for homecoming.
Kick is up. Looks good from here, and it is good.
And Keller Heil puts it through.
Now, I want to think that was 26, I believe, if I can read that number correctly. But there's 2 of them. So it was either Taylor Johnson or Chase Hayerts who made that kick.
Is that 5 minutes left in the game? .532 left in the game. 21-7.
What do you want to bet this is an onside kick? Because they don't have a whole lot of hope if we wind out the clock.
It appears we have our hands team out and we are ready for it.
And their kicker's not super deep. He's only got about 6 feet from the ball. Is that number, what's the number on his jersey? I see a 2.
28. Nice.
And
I don't think it went 10 yards.
It does not go 10 yards, so it'll be touch dead. Eastlake ball inside the 50.
That was Keller Heil. He's doing all the kicking for him today.
So we are heading south.
So what is the rule on that? It's got to go 10 yards before
I believe so.
either team can grab it, or before the kicking team can grab it.
Bringing in our rules analyst here. It's got to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it, but the receiving team is clear to touch it at any point.
But if the kicking or the receiving team doesn't touch it, the ball lies dead and is
And it is a
simply turned
penalty,
over
and
to
That's
the
why-
receiving
gets to
team.
take
That's
it
what
right
they're
there, or make
starting-
them kick again.
So just don't touch it.
Yeah.
Stay away from it.
Well, that's why Eastlake starting at its own 53. Miles on the handoff.
Left side flag. So much cheating.
It's pushed out at the 41. Holding offense.
And speaking of holding, head over to Pine Lake Ale House and hold yourself a nice burger.
I would love to go to the Pine Lake Ale House, but they're not going to be open by the time we get back. But anybody who's local should go in and see Kevin.
Or visit Kinson and Kinson Homes and let them hold your house ready to go on the market.
It's really late for that. All right, here we go. So after the flag, first and forever. I'm guessing a pass is going to come in here sooner or later.
we
Miles
got
picks it up
Miles.
the middle. Picks up a good 7-8 yards.
Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. When I say almost, I mean 4 yards from. 2 yards from. Okay.
And off again. Oh, Miles gets open. Gets a lot of space. Crosses the 40. Tripped up. Near the 35. That's
like
going to
he
be right there on the edge for a
Trip-
first down.
Tripped up by Logan's Navel's Rude. I may have missed my fair share of physics classes, but the propulsion on Miles' last run defied everything I learned in those classes I attended. Another
Miles
handoff to Miles. He's on a
again.
roll.
And they're trying to punch it out.
Looks like number 38, Slater Saturnine.
Saturine?
Saturnine? Wow,
Saturine? Saturine?
That's a hell of a name, Slater.
Where is it? Which number is he?
Number 38. That's who got Miles on this one.
I'm going to say it's Saradine.
Saradine. Slater Saturnine.
Saradine?
I think I'm going to call it.
It's French.
Is it AC Slater?
AC Slater.
Saturnine?
All right, here we go.
Parents must have been saved by the Bell fans.
First down, 3.5 to go. Mount Si's got 7 on the board. Eastlake's 21.
Ryder's got a couple of options on either side of him. Miller and Colby. He chooses Colby.
Colby up the middle, gets some space, turned around over the 25, gets to the 20. He's going to touchdown. There it is, scratch 6.
Oh. Colby did a couple of back and forth moves there. Lost about 7 different Wildcats in the process.
Now, I may have missed my fair share of physics classes, but the propulsion on that last run by Colby, it defied everything I learned in the classes that I attended.
We're still taking requests up in the booth, guys.
Just in case you wonder where that stuff comes from. Extra point, take us to 28. It's up. Looks good. Ferreira's kick is... There's a signal. It's good. So we're back to a 21-point spread. 3 minutes to go. Just over.
Well, so Eastlake answered that first touchdown within about 2 minutes. And there's doesn't seem to be a lot of excitement or action in the Mount Si stands nowadays. Like I was saying, so Mount Si has a really cool tradition. They actually, they have a dance after the football game on Friday night.
Okay.
And
this is Friday night.
And this is Friday
so
night.
it's tonight.
So some of their kids are going to be going to a dance, and then they do the what our kids do. Get all dressed up, go out to dinner, and do all the picture stuff on Saturday.
No, that's fun. So it's a 2-day event.
Kind of gives them the ability to do both.
That's nice. So did you get your tickets for tonight's dance?
I was not invited to tonight's dance.
I bought tickets. I was just going to go. Was that weird?
I think that might be a little strange, but it's okay as long as you're taking Ellie.
Ellie, unfortunately, is at home with a concussion.
All right, looks like
Tackle near the 14. So Mount Si starts off
that
deep
was,
in their own backfield.
Galvin with the kickoff recovery. So ball looks like it's being placed at the the 19-yard line.
3:01 to go. Mount Si has not been hugely successful at the ground or in the air and moving the ball real quick downfield. I'm thinking they're not going to get to the end zone in 3 minutes for another 7. That's my guess. We'll see.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I wasn't paying attention. Looks like the...
Most people aren't listening to me anyway.
I know.
It's okay. Pickup of a couple.
Galvin ran right into Riley Rue. I was just noting that the looks like the concession stand is still open.
Get your hot dogs while you can.
Well, there's still still a line, but gosh, it darn near went all the way around the block during halftime. All right, looks like a
2nd and 8, Mount Si.
new runner. Looks like that's number 25.
Jake Aarons.
Either Wesley
stops
Adams
him.
or Dylan Harris on the ball carry.
And Jake Aarons was right there to end his progress. Under 2 minutes to go.
One minute, 33 seconds left.
Snap, handoff up the middle again. And we've got 44-34. So that's the Riley Rue and Colby Johnson combo.
I think Max Christen might have been on that one as well.
And there's going to be a personnel swap on the Mount Si side. Just over 60 seconds in the game. And it looks like who is in the backfield? Is that number 6, Matt, in the backfield to receive for us? What's that shoulder pad say?
That's Dana Miller, 16.
16. See, there's again. I can't see the ones and the zeros. So kick us up. Dana Miller fields it around the 40.
Catches it. Looks like a fair catch.
And 39 seconds to go. Eastlake will come back out, and I can only imagine they're going to take a knee.
Is that going to be what they call the victory formation?
Mount Si's got 3 timeouts, but why would you use them at this point? You can't make up 3 possessions.
Just take it like a man, go down.
You're in the back seat.
But you know what? Yes. And doesn't look like they're going to be fighting too much on this one.
And victory formation.
Victory formation. Oh.
And with 20 seconds winding down, the coaches go ahead and say, let's call it quits. They go out, shake hands.
Yep.
Both teams will give each other compliments, as they always do, and
Good
nothing
game,
else.
good game, good game.
And that's it. All right. Well, happy Friday. See you guys. What's the next game? What do we have coming up next?
We
Matt?
have
Do you know?
Bellevue is going to be next game.
Bellevue is next.
I believe Bellevue is the #1 ranked team in the state of Washington.
Then
at
it
this
should be a
point in
good game.
time. 5-0. Actually, Bellevue beat Mount Si, I want to say 37-22 or something like that. I'm just making that up, but I know
Right.
they won.
All right. See you next
And-
week.
Yep. I think we've been cut off, right? All right.